Elite Dangerous, my favorite space game of all time. Well, until Starfield comes out. Across all of my accounts, I have over 800 hours of playtime on Elite Dangerous. Well, I know there are many with thousands of hours more experience than that. I feel I have gotten truly everything I could out of Elite Dangerous. I've gone through the materials grind. I put in the work to make all 5 billion credits, bought myself a fleet carrier to take me across the stars. I own and I upgraded every ship in the game. But what did I do all of that work for? When I first started playing, it was actually a joy to just learn the game. Very quickly you were able to find new things to do, whether it's saving up for that new ship or exploring all the places you haven't been yet. It seems there was always something new to do or find. But once you've made it, once you found out the exploits like doing pay night mining or running passenger missions for over 100 mil per hour, and you have all the things you ever wanted, what's next? Well, there was always the next DLC that was coming out. There was always rumor or promise of the next great DLC to come that would revolutionize our experience. For many of us, the next was Space Legs, or as we all came to call it, Odyssey. When Space Legs came out, we thought Elite Dangerous was finally gonna show Star Citizen who was boss. But we all know how that turned out. Odyssey at launch was a complete failure. Bug-ridden, repetitive missions. It was nothing like we thought it was. But are we really surprised by that? I, for one, was not surprised by Odyssey's downfall. By the time Odyssey released, there was nothing to keep me going. I had done everything, and I needed Odyssey to be that piece of DLC, to do that, to keep me going, to add a whole new layer to the game. But it just wasn't. Since the first time I touched it, I knew it was not gonna be what we all thought it was. It was buggier than I could have ever imagined. It just wasn't fun. Going down, getting killed instantly by those enemies, not having the supplies you needed to do anything on the ground, was really disappointing. But that's not the first time we've been disappointed by Frontier in this game. When was the last time we got a new ship? The last new ship we got in Elite Dangerous was the Mamba. That was released back with Horizons in December of 2018. I mean, you can't add one new ship to the game. That is probably one of the most disappointing things, aside from ship interiors. Way back when the game was first released, the CEO of Frontier himself said,
"Another example that we've built into the structure of the game is ship interiors. Now, a lot of people have seen, you've seen that we're designing all the ships with the interiors in mind, how the cargo is unloaded, all of that sort of thing, how damage occurs. And that's because that another thing that we are doing, again down the line, is that you will be able to walk around inside your ship, you'll be able to get out of your ship, walk around inside space stations, other vehicles, all of that sort of thing.
And yet, since Frontier has decided that we don't want them, they don't want to work on them, so it is just not going to happen. This is something that Star Citizen has taken over and decidedly won the victory. The immersion you get in Star Citizen is unlike anything. You wake up in your apartment, you travel to the space station, you get in, and then your game truly starts. And now, fair point, some may say that they don't want to have to do all those things to get into your ship. Well, that's something that Frontier could easily develop around. Give us the option to walk around the city. Give us the option to go to these shops in real time and buy these items, and then finally decide to make our way to the starport, to get in our ship and go do our passenger missions, go do our combat, go mine, go exploring, do anything. But instead, we're locked to ship interiors for fleet carriers, the same station interiors across the whole system, the whole galaxy, and the same planetary base structures on every planet. There's minor differences between them, but really no work has gone into making the universe feel alive when you're not in your ship. The moment I truly knew there was no hope for this game is when Odyssey came out and I took the trip to Hutton Orbital, everyone's favorite station. If you're watching this video, I'm sure you know Hutton Orbital as the station extremely far from the hyperspace jump point. You have to travel 6.7 million light seconds, and it takes about an hour and a half at full throttle, real time to get there. And what you can get if you go there is in your commodity section, you can get a nice travel mug, a nice I've been to Hutton Orbital mug. But yet when you go to Hutton Orbital, there's no such thing as a celebratory livery or a poster saying, hey, thanks for coming out and seeing us. There's no gift shop that sells the mugs. It's just the same station that you see in every system. And that's when I truly knew there was no hope for this game. There's a lack of ambition that I sense from Frontier. Right now, they're making all of this Thargoid content, and for some people, I'm sure it's great. But combat is my least favorite area of the game. I just find it fairly repetitive. It doesn't make that much money, so there was never really a reason to do it. I have the combat ship, I have an anti-Xeno ship, I could go do all that right now. I just don't have the want to. And yet they're not adding anything else for the other types of players in the game. You'll see in this video footage from Star Citizen, but I don't play that regularly. It's a buggy mess, and I can realize that. I'm not saying that that is better than Elite Dangerous, but what Star Citizen has, without a doubt, is ambition. Thanks for watching.